everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another plan with me in my Ann weeks using the November monthly functionals app. Alright, so we are planning for November 7th through 13th. So let's get into it. What say ya? Alright, let's get the washi because, you know, the washi is amazing. And we need to lay that down first. Let's hope that I'm not having issues with the washi like I was earlier in the week. But you know, you never know, like when it comes to me. So, all right, first off, I gotta go through and I gotta answer comments, which I'll do when I am uploading these videos. So by the time you see this video, your comment should have been answered from this last week. That's how I'm gonna try and do it. So I wanted to say thank you. Oh, son of a gun. See, I can't ever do things. And that's too much of it. Come on. Too much of a gap for my liking. Come on, washi. Let's get up and let's do this right. Okay, so I wanted to say thank you to those who commented about the sub pages when we were talking about that this last week. I really enjoyed reading all of your guys' thoughts and stuff, and thank you for those, you know, because I do know somebody mentioned, you know, are you open to constructive criticism? Yes, I am. I'm always open to that. I don't think you can actually grow if you aren't open to constructive criticism. And really, honestly, when it comes to criticism, it is all delivery anyways. So thank you for being kind in your suggestions and things like that, because they are super helpful. So yeah, that was a weird tear as well. And then I'd asked about coil sizes on this, and people, it seems unanimous that you guys want a bigger coil on this planner. Not a huge coil, but one upgraded one. So we're going to start talking about that this week, because I know we're going to be making some more weeks planners for for Black Friday. God, I forgot what it was. We're going to be making some more for Black Friday. So I think that would be a really great time to add the new coil in, because yeah, it is very, very chunky. This is the size that's on the 6-month B6, and I think that's perfect for that. But once this is all in here and stuff, it is super, super chunky, and we want you to be able to close your planner. So, all right, let's get into this and figure out what I'm doing. So that's the first and foremost thing, to figure out what I am doing. So yeah. So while I'm working on subscriptions this upcoming week, I will be also making notes of different things that I want to have in the sub. So the 5 base pages will not disappear. So those, the half doodle boxes, the third doodle boxes, well, here, I'll show you guys. If you have the mini option, then you know what pages I'm talking about. So the stitched quarters, the stitched appointment labels, the third boxes, the large sticky notes, and the half boxes. Those are the 5 base pages. That's what we originally started out with all those years ago. These are like the ride or dies. They add some flair, they add some funkiness, they're right there for you. So these 5 pages won't go anywhere. We're just looking at modifying a couple of the pages and figuring some things out. Is there something different we can bring? Because we've really brought a lot of journaling aspects to the shop, and I'm just saying, would you be completely opposed if there was some journaling sheets in that replaced a couple of these sheets? Would you be completely opposed to that? I mean, I'm just trying to gather thoughts. I still want it to be strictly functional because that's what it is. This is a functional sub. That's what it has to be. That's what it will always remain. But I have also found that there's very much some function in those journaling aspects of things. So I am looking at adding or replacing some of the sheets with those. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. And nothing will be determined or decided upon until the end of the year and going forward. So I guess it would be January and it would start with February's subs is essentially, I think that's going to be the easiest way for everybody. And that gives plenty of time for us to be able to also let you guys know about the changes. So, but you know, I did talk about what are we planning? We're at 7th. Okay. Also bringing the functional sub for, what's it called? Hobonichi Cousin. Go. But if I do that, you have to listen. If I do that, it would be only one option. Only one option. Okay. Because I am the main printer and cutter and designer here in this business. So I do have to be very, very careful what kind of a workload I'm giving myself. So I need to ensure that I'm not, overextending myself, that I'm not going to be able to produce a decent product or product in time. So I have been really, really thinking about that and stuff. So it would be one option for Hobonichi cousin users. Chances are it's going to be very, very much on the functional side. And stuff, but we'll figure it all out and everything, and we shall go from there. And then as we grow and we add more people in and equipment changes and you know we're able to do more, we'll add more. So I think we're in a really good spot with what we have to be able to add those things in. And I talked about it on Monday's video of also doing it for the mystery kit. It would be one option for the mystery kit to give for Hobonichi Cousin users, so that you would have the boxes be those sizes. That's at this time, if I do add that, like I said, no final decisions. We're still discussing. So if you're a Hobonichi Cousin user and you watch this and you want this, I need to hear your opinions. Because if I'm not hearing anything that this is what you want, that this is what you're going to use, things like that, it's a big risk to take, to bring a whole new format and things and not know if it's going to do well at all. So I do have to know and stuff. So because I'm not a Hobonichi Cousin user, although I've been looking at it. I really love how that paper feels underneath my pen. I'm just saying, it's a really nice feel under there. Okay, I can't flip this over because it's just too chunky. So yeah, let's see, let's go with this one first. So yeah, just give me your opinions on it, things like that. Is that something that you would use? Is that something that you are looking for? I am going to do more polls in my Facebook group, and I do need to do one on Instagram and stuff, so that I can get people's thoughts and opinions on it, so that I can make an accurate decision. Because like I said, bringing a new layout, but at this time it would only be for the subs. It wouldn't be for any of the other stickers in the shop, just because that's a lot. That is a lot to work with and stuff. So I do have to be open and transparent. You know, I don't have multiple employees. I am the only one who designs, prints, and cuts. So I do have to be open and honest and transparent about that I am only one person and can only do so much. But as we grow and add new things in, trust me, there will be more responsibilities added over into other employees. So, which is basically, well, we all know that Mr. Avalon and Ninth, we know what he does. He actually is the one that prints and cuts and coils all of the planners. We are actually working on getting his workstation set up so that he can actually start doing planner covers. So right now I do all the planner covers. He laminates them, but I still cut them, and then he'll sometimes punch them. Not always does he punch them. All right, I'm trying to remember what, there we go. So we have all of that. And then that new big printer that we got, he is going to start working that aspect of things, and stuff. And then our son, who works for us on an as-needed basis, he helps with packaging and filing away inventory. So that's what he does. But we don't have a workstation for him, so I can't actually train him in printing and cutting because we don't have another printing and cutting workstation yet. So talk about things happening for 2023 for what we're going to need to do. So, which is exciting. It's absolutely exciting. And stuff. And we have already started to outgrow the space that we are in. So we have talked about how we are looking at moving, but if obviously we can't move, what are we going to do? And so we are looking at merging a couple of rooms together and maneuvering stuff around the house so that we can actually have another room that is for the business, so that we would actually have two sides of the house that have the business involved in it, which is insane. And a lot of people are just like, why don't you, we've actually, people that we've talked to outside of like videos and Instagram, they've asked, why don't you do a warehouse situation? Why don't you rent commercial space or buy a commercial space? And the problem with that is the fact that we homeschool. So having to travel somewhere would be a lot harder on us in the whole homeschooling aspect than it would be for us to just stay here and modify what we have. We have a pretty large house, so I'm not worried about that aspect. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get step stickers down. I'm gonna start with this one. So I'm just kind of doing the same thing that we did, but yeah. So there's that aspects to it. So yeah, 2023. So thank you for all of the suggestions. Keep them coming. I do look forward to them. I enjoy hearing what your thoughts are, what you guys would like. I'm not able to always fulfill everybody's wish list because I am just one person, but I try to do my best. And when it comes to something that I love so much, like this monthly functional sub, I want to do the best that I can for everybody and give an option that people would really, really enjoy. So yes, please leave me your thoughts on all of that. All right, let me grab my scripts here and let's get step stickers done. So yeah, because I thoroughly enjoy my subs every month. If you are a watcher of my videos, you know that I bring out this monthly functional sub for like everything. I'm always bringing it out. So if I'm always bringing it out, I'm assuming you guys are always bringing it out. And why not give to those that have planners? And I know there's other planners out there that have boxes that are less than 1.5 inches wide, because I know that plum paper is that way. So this might open up a whole option for other planner users to have and to use. So, you know, just like when we started this sub, we didn't start out with this much. It was slow growth. That's the same way that I'm going to approach this, bringing a new layout. They're slow growth. I will add to it as I become more efficient and productive in what my current workload is. And I think that's just not only fair to you guys, it's also fair to me, to ensure that, because the last thing we want is for Avalon and Ninth to have burnout. That is the last thing we want. Okay, so what did we do last week? We did the sticky notes. Okay, so what should we do? Should we do the third boxes? It's been a while since we've done the third boxes, hasn't it? Let's do the third boxes. So, there we go. And we're just gonna go down and kind of keep to all of this. This is a really great planner for just a few things. I don't know. I haven't made my decision for 2023 on what planners I'm going to use. For what, I know obviously for my shop planner, it'll be a 7x9, but I haven't made decisions of whether or not I'm going to do another week's planner for my health and fitness, or if I'm going to move that to the B6 and move my household planner to here, because a lot of my household planner stuff is stuff that needs to be done every day, and so it kind of gets monotonous having to say the same thing every day. And so I would really like to actually just have like a weekly trackers that I can do some of these things for, but I haven't quite decided yet. And I think the week's planner would be pretty darn perfect for that. So thanks for chit-chatting with me today and letting me tell you all about some things happening and my thoughts, and being a little open and transparent in how things work behind the scenes. And I hope that I can help make your dreams come true, especially if you're a Hobonichi Cousin user and that you really want the sub for Hobonichi Cousin or plum paper. Like I said, there's so many planners out there that I don't know all the dimensions of all of them. So that one's really, really hard to achieve. But yeah, I hope that I can help find some way to bridge the gap so that everybody can have some functional love, because I think that would be amazing and wonderful. So with that, if you enjoyed this plan with me, please like this video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, tongue-tied, and leave me a comment down below. And don't forget, the spots are still open for this palette right here. You can get it up until the 24th of this month, and we still have spots for washi. So just saying, the washi is bomb. All right, you guys, which brings me that I actually just ordered the first 3 months of next year's washi. So exciting. All right, you guys, until next time, you guys have a wonderful one. And I think I covered everything. I think I did. All right, you guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.